Shalom, family. I've already talked about the little boy Deontae who was killed in the city of Detroit by a black male who was drunk, dropped his money and all of that. But now I want to talk about the other side of that. I want to talk about the parents in this instant, or in this situation. More specifically, the mother. I'm going to say to you moms, because a lot of our homes are headed by single moms, I don't know the situation in this case, okay, whether there's a man in the house or not. But I will say this, mothers, keep your children at home, especially if you live in the hood. These young men were out between 10:30 and 11 o'clock at night on bikes. That makes no sense. We all have been around long enough to know what's going on in the hood. We know what's going on. It is so many dangers they can run into, not just this particular situation here where this child was abducted and killed by a black man. There are other things that they can get involved in. They can get in some type of trouble where they can have run-ins with the police and lose their life the same way. They can have run-ins with gangs. I mean, anything can happen to these children. Look at Trayvon Martin, who was older than this young kid. This kid was 13. Trayvon was 17. Trayvon was stalked and murdered and killed by a savage maniac. You see, and he was 17. So what do you think about a 13-year-old? Moms, keep your children in the house. When you know you live in an area such as Detroit, or any inner city area, or anywhere period for that matter, it don't matter if you living in the midst of utopia, children should not be out at 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night unsupervised by adults. This is why the scripture says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. There is enough going on out here to where we know what's going on in the hood. We are without excuse. We have a duty to protect our children. Now, I know you can't have your eyes on them 24/7, but when it comes to allowing them to go outside of the house and they just riding up and down the street at night, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night on bikes, that is a recipe for disaster. And with that, I will say shalom.